What's good, YouTube? This is the Indicator Trader, and the Willtrendcator is done for you guys, man. Oh my God, I'm so happy it's done. It's finally done, finally coded. All the errors are fixed. Everything is great for you. 90 to 95 win ratio, period, if you follow the rules, okay? So without further ado, I was gonna sell the will alerts separately, but I'm such a nice guy. I was like, man, let me give y'all that for free. Let me give y'all that with the Willtrendcator to spice up y'all trading, get more win rates, just keep winning, man. Right now, the strategies are killing. People are making money with it. Love you guys, man. Y'all just follow the rules. I tell everybody, follow the rules and you will be profitable. It's literally that easy. Stop making trading so difficult. It's not difficult. It's simple if you follow the rules. Now, this is a Mac. I'm going to show you guys how to excuse me right there. I'm going to show you guys how to install this. So when you purchase it, you're going to get this. This is the book to show you what to look for and how to use the Willtrendcator. This is the template. These are the steps how to install it in case you don't get it through the video. You can always pause. So for Mac users, you want to go to Go. You want to hold options. Once you hold options, you want to go live. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know. My allergy is like really bothering me right now. You want to go to options. You want to hold options. Go to Go. Once you go to Go, this is going to pop up. This is for Mac users. Click on application support. Then you're going to find this. Once you click on that, this is where this is what it's going to look like on the PC. You're going to go to drive. This is what it's gonna look like on the PC, but this is how you do it on Macs. Once you hit program files, you're gonna make sure you have this open. Now you're gonna click on this, and this is the template. You're gonna drag the will template into there. You're gonna click open. You're gonna click that, drag the will template into that folder. So once you do that into this folder, then you go to here. You go to MQL4. You go to MQL4. Once you drag the will template until that, you go to MQL4, and then you're gonna go to indicators, and then you're gonna drag both of these indicators inside that indicator. So you're gonna click that, drag that inside there. So let's go back. You go back. You're gonna go to template, drag the will template into there. Click this. Once you click on that, you're gonna drag. Once you click on this, you're gonna drag both indicators of the Willtrendcator and the will alerts into the indicator. And then once you do that, now you're ready to start trading with the Willtrendcator. Now we go to it, and I'm going to explain to you guys. The first thing you want to do is find out the trend before you trade using the Willtrendcator, period. You want to find the trend first. So how do you do that? You go to the 1 minute time frame first. Once you go to the 1 minute time frame first, right? Go to the 1 minute time frame. Look at the 200 EMA. Prices are above the 200 EMA in the 1 minute. It's above the 200 EMA in the 1 minute. Okay? Go to the 5 minute. When you go to the 5 minute time frame, the 5 minute time frame is pretty much, as you can see, we got an alert on the 5 minute time frame. It's telling us to sell, but no, we would have been in this trade. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna show y'all why we would have been in this trade. Candles are above the 5 minute. It's above. So we go to a 15-minute chart. The trend is still down. So what that say? If we keep going up and up, it's just gonna be under the 200. What that tell us that it is a possible trend change. Okay. So let me get to the setup on how to use the Willtrendcator. Now, right here is a clean setup. Right here, this is a setup for you to get in the market and go up. Now, we are in the downtrend, but if you guys know, we are under the. This is a good example. The ADX, the green is above the 25, shows a lot of strength. The white line is above the 25, shows a lot of momentum. With your red touching the 15, with your stochastic under the 50, Willtrendcator blue, the slow stochastic is about to cross. You can hold this in a downtrend all the time until your Willtrendcator turns back red. You can do that when you have this setup. You can hold it until your Willtrendcator turns back red. Your stop loss is going to be 30 pips, and you already got a warning. How you use the will alerts is right here. The will alert came. Hey, you should be buying right now. But that if you go back to this, that's not the setup. If you go to this candle, that's not the setup. It's not the setup yet. You have to wait until you see this. When you see that, that's when you get in the market and you hit buy immediately. And as you can see, this don't even matter. Don't worry about this. You worry about the Willtrendcator turning back red. So if you got in right here, 30 pips stop loss, it's never going to touch a stop loss. You'll be up 60, 50 to about 55 pips right now if you was following the Willtrendcator rules and you was riding that thing until the Willtrendcator turns back red. When the Willtrendcator turns back red, you're going to wait up. You're going to wait for the red setup. So if you pay attention right here, this is a good setup right here. Right here. And the only reason why I'm taking it back so that you guys can see what it's gonna look like live. This is what it's gonna look like live. Okay. Now this is a sweet setup for you because it is a downtrend, and like I tell everybody, you got the alert right here from the Will Alerts. Told you, hey, you should be thinking of a sale, right? So, boom. Once you got that, now you're waiting for the setup. The red is above the 25. The white line is above the 25, with your green touching the 15. Perfect. Stochastic is above the 50. Perfect. Don't worry about the slow one. The slow one is still asleep. As long as the fast one is above the 50, as long as one of them above the 50 is already a downtrend, you can take the trade. Your Willtrendcator is red. Go right in, and you can ride that thing until the Willtrendcator turns back red. So what I tell y'all every time, you would have got out with a guaranteed 50 pips, guaranteed 50 pips, and then another setup right after that came for you. So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. If you follow the rules of the Willtrendcator, you're gonna always make profit. You have to wait. You got the Will Alert told you to sell. Okay, now you gotta wait for the setup. You can hop in when you get that Will Alert. It's first confirmation for you. So now you gotta wait for the setup overall to get in. Don't worry about the fear of missing out. You're gonna get in and you're gonna make 50, 30 pips or more when you following the rules of the Willtrendcator every single time. Set your stop loss 30 pips, wait for the setup, boom, stop loss 30 pips. It'll never hit it because momentum will always be on your side every single time. Now right now, we can see live, right? This is an overall downtrend, right? So for us to get in the market, the Willtrendcator first has to turn red. Once that turns red, that is a go. Now we wait until this red goes above the 20 with the green dipping under or touching the 15. We're meeting the stochastic is already at an 80. So that's good. This is already woken up, so we just gotta wait until this touch the 80, but you will already be in the trade if you follow the rules. And then you already know if it reverses back down, it's already a downtrend, but in the lower time frames, it's looking like a trend reversal. Either way, you're catching it. If it's a trend reversal, you're catching it. Because imagine you got in a trend reversal right now on this candle right here. You're gonna catch like 100 or more pips off following the rules, waiting for the setup, and it's literally that easy. So let me show y'all what I mean about the setup and how you catch mad pips with it. So this will be a sell setup, easy sell setup. Why? You always have to look at both of your stochastics. Always. First, let's go to the ADX. The red is above the 25. The white line is above the 20. The white line is your trend line. So when that above the 20, there always will be a trend in play. Look at your green line. It is touching the 10. It is really weak. It is not coming back. Set your 30 pip stop loss. It'll never touch it. Your Willtrendcator is red. Your slow is awake. The red is above the blue. It has awakened. It is ready to go. You enter the market, ride it until your Willtrendcator turns blue, and this is what you're gonna get every single time. Your entry is right here. You ride it until the Willtrendcator turns back blue. That is a guaranteed 50 to 45 pips, guaranteed, guys, guaranteed. And look, right after that, you had another setup. Because you got to follow the rules. It's all about the rules, man. You follow the rules, you're going to always be profitable every single time. Right here is another setup for you. Boom, that's another setup. Willtrendcator turns back red at the right time, gave you a perfect entry. 30 pip stop loss, you hop right back into the market. Look, your ADX is the red is above the 25. The white line is really, really high. There's a lot of momentum behind that. Your green is touching the 15. Your stochastic is at your stochastic is definitely it's not at the 80, but the Willtrendcator is red. This is waking up as well. The red has crossed. You can always take the trade when going with the trend. You can always take the trade when going with the trend. Momentum will always be behind you every single time. Every single time. You hop in, you ride that until your Willtrendcator's turn back. You ride that until your Willtrendcator's turn back blue. And as you can see, you would have got out with a guaranteed 75 pips. Guaranteed, just by following the rules, guys. Just by following the rules. Always follow the rules. If you follow the rules, you will always be profitable. Now let me show you guys something. Look, this is how you can go long. This only way you can hold, only way you can hold a long trade if you see this setup in a downtrend. Look, this is the only, you have to be able to catch these moves, because if you can catch it, you can always counter the market. Always counter the market. And I'm only showing y'all the way this look because this is what it's gonna look like live. So I don't want to confuse none of y'all. This is what it's gonna look like live. So as you can see, you're gonna be waiting. Only when you see this right here live, only thing you're going to be waiting is for the green to pass the blue 20. Once that green passed the 20 live, you hop right in the trade. It's gonna meet the requirements anyway. You're gonna be watching it. The moment this passed that 20 line with your red touching that 10, you immediately hop in. Your first stochastic under the 50, perfect. Willtrendcator, blue, perfect. You're slowing. Your slowing is it's woken up, perfect. Go long in the downtrend until your Willtrendcator turns back red. This is a go for y'all. Now look, this is an easy trade. You went in the market, you rode it, you got right out, guaranteed 50 pips, and fell and about to fall right back into another setup. That is how the Willtrendcator works. It is a TP. It is a take profit. If you follow the rules, you will always counter the market. Because 9 times out of 10, when you get out and it's going back down, you get right back into it. It's not over trading because you're falling right back into the setup. Every single time you're falling. That is how you take a long that's how you take a long trade and a short. And every time you want to make sure that you see these setups. I got the book in the setup for y'all, but this is what a downtrend look like. You gotta always know it has to be touching. So this is a great setup right here. When you're in a downtrend, this is a great setup. Why? Both stochastic is at the above the 50. With your slow stochastic awaken, your ADX, the red is above the 25 with the white line way above the 25. Really, really strong momentum behind it. Your buyers are the 15 is touching. Your Willtrendcator is red. You're gonna ride this Willtrendcator until it turns back blue. And look at that. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this entry, guys. 30 pip stop loss, you ride it all the way down until your Willtrendcator turns back blue, and that is 155 pips that you caught by following the rules. People want to know, how do you catch all these pips? This is how I catch it. This is how I catch it. With my Willtrendcator, I follow my rules, and I'm confident when I get into a trade because I know what I'm looking for. Rule number 1, find the trend. Rule number 2, know what you're looking for. You do not want to hop in the market not knowing what you're looking for. You just getting in the market just to trade, or you getting in the market knowing what setup that you want to find to get in the trade. Being comfortable. You want to hop in the market with confidence. You don't want to hop in the market not knowing what you're doing. The Willtrendcator will get you in the market, okay? Now, you got to understand one thing. When it's going, you're good. All you have to do is follow the rules. That's all you have to do. Follow the rules. Here's another long position that you only have to go 15 pips. You cannot go above 15 pips because you are approaching the 200 EMA line. But you can get 15 pips out of this if you follow the rules. Look, you can kind of see though, because you can know that it's not going to be a big move because the green is right above the 20, okay? So look, green is above the 20, white line is above the 25. Sellers are dipping under the weakest zone. And you are under the 50 on both, but you are approaching the 200 EMA, and it'll never break through the first try attempt. Your Willtrendcator is blue. You can easily get 15 pips. I say 15 pips out of this because you have to respect the downtrend. Okay, respect the downtrend and call it a day. Always respect the downtrend. Okay, that is what it looks like. Now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to catch a trend change. Okay, now this is a great example of the slow stochastic. You have this the only time you can go long and hold your trade if you see this setup. I know it might be confusing, but you can always hit me up and I can explain to you. So the first thing I want you guys to pay attention to is the slow stochastic. This slow stochastic will make you coins if you follow the rules and understand what it means. Now, as you can see, the slow stochastic is awakened. What do I mean by that? The blue is spacing out from the red. That means it is ready to test the 80 line. That means it is ready to go to the 80 line. What else? Your 80X, the green is above the 25. Y'all see the difference? The green is above the 25. That is a lot of momentum behind it. You saw the other one when the green was just above the 20. It wasn't really like a big move like that, but this one is above the 25 with the white line above the 25 with the sellers dipping under the 10 line, which is really, really, really weak with the Willtrendcator blue. You can hold this until your Willtrendcator turns back red. Look at this. Look at this. Look, if you follow the rules, it doesn't matter. The 200 EMA don't matter when your slow stochastic is waking up because it's breaking right through it. But you got to be able to catch that move. You got to be able to catch it. So here's the entry. The entry is like around about here, which is this candle. We ride it all the way until the Willtrendcator turns back red, and that is 434 pips. Do you see that? 431 pips by following what? The Willtrendcator rules. That is how you catch a lot of pips. You have to be able to spot the slow stochastic when it open up its mouth. When it open up its mouth, it is ready to move. It is ready to go. Okay. Now this is how you take shorts in a long, meaning it's an uptrend. How do you take shorts in a long trade? I always say respect the trend. Okay. I always go for 15 pips right here. Right here, I'm going for 15 pips. I'm not going for nothing more than 15 pips. Why? Because I know my slow stochastic, the jaws are open and it's ready to go, but I'm respecting my uptrend. I'm going to just ride this for 15 pips and that's it. Until it shows me that it wants to do less, I'm going to ride this until it's 15 pips. So right here, 15, it went way more. But guys, respect the uptrend. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. We just caught 434 pips. I don't care about all this. I want to get my 15, get out, and that's it. Now, when your Willtrendcator is looking like this, when it's under the 20, when that white line is under the 20, you do not want to trade. Look, when it's under the 20, you do not want to trade. That means the market is consolidation. It's consolidating. You do not want to enter the market when it's doing this. You want to wait. After every consolidation, there is a big move. Every time, after every consolidation, there is a big move. Look, it's consolidating right here. Look at your Willtrendcator. It's blue and all that, but it's not. It doesn't have a direction. It doesn't have a full direction. It's consolidating. It's consolidating. See, this was the fake out. You would have definitely knew not to take that trade because you could see the consolidation. You could clearly see it's not showing you anything. You have to wait for a full direction. Right when this happens, that's game over. You ride it. When this slow stochastic opened up and your Willtrendcator turned blue, all you're doing is waiting for the go. That's all you're doing. So when all this was going on, all you're doing when the market's moving, you're just waiting for the go. You're just waiting for the go. Right there is the go. Right there is the go. That is the go. Right there. The moment this past that 20, that is the go. That's the go. Your slow stochastic mouth have opened up. It is ready to ride. And it broke right through it. It happened every single time, guys. You cannot make this up. Every single time it's going to happen. Every single time the move will happen. You just have to follow the rules. If we got in this trade and we caught this right here, we would still be up 55 pips. Everything is up to you. Understand, when you catch these moves like this, everything is up to you. You have to understand. You do not have to ride it for the long go. But just know if you do, you're going to be bigger. Your profit is going to be bigger and longer. If you don't have the patience to hold it, then just get out. Get your 30 pips and get out. But if you follow the Willtrendcator rules, you are good to go. You don't have to worry about a loss because the momentum is behind you. All you do is set your 30 pip stop loss, call it a day. It'll never touch a stop loss because you're waiting for the setup. The best time for this would be probably, let me get it. I had put the times down for you guys. The best time that the Willtrendcator takes part, it'll be 3 a.m. to 6, depending on the pair that you're trading. 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. depending on the pair that you're trading. 2 p.m. to 5, and 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. is when you want to look for the biggest moves. Now, when you wait for those times, depending on your pair, I'm gonna also always shoot out in the chat the best time to trade. But I always see that earlier. Sometimes the moves happen, but you just gotta find a pair. Focus on one pair. I like GBP AUD. You guys should trade GBP AUD. The reason why, because this pair, once it's in a trend, it goes. So what that means, with using the Willtrendcator, you're always gonna find the setup because you can see it's going down, 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 and then out of nowhere, the trend is just about to change. So what's going to happen if this trend change up? You already know if the trend changes up, you're going to be riding, you're going to make a lot of money using the Willtrendcator while it's going up, because what's going to happen, your setup is going to always come. It's going to always come for you to get in the market, and boom, dumb, got it. Like, boom, done, got it. You feel me? Like, you don't got to worry about not finding a setup. So watching this live, right? Yeah, in a younger time frame, it's a possible uptrend, but on that 15-minute chart, it's still a downtrend. It's not confirmed that it's an uptrend. It's a signal that it could possibly be a reversal, but at the end of the day, the trend is down. So what's gonna happen watching this live, right? If this red goes above the 20 and this green touches my 15, the Willtrendcator, all that Willtrendcator has to do is turn red, and I'm in there because my fast stochastic is already at the 80. It has to come down and either test the 50 or the 20 every single time. And when this is up here, just know it has to go back down, test the 50 or the 20. But when it does that, just know we're going to be in that trade and ride it until it tests the 50 every single time. So the first confirmation, the red must be above the 20 with the green touching the 15. Once that happens, the Willtrendcator must be red. We already got the setup right here with this stochastic. We are good. That's all we're waiting on. So watching this live, we need this red have to go past the 20. The green have to touch the 15 with a red Willtrendcator. Once that happens, we are in on a sell and we are holding until the Willtrendcator turns back blue. I coded this to where it only changes when there is momentum in the pair, in the side. So if it's going up, the Willtrendcator is going to turn blue, but you need the requirements. If it's going back down, the Willtrendcator is going to turn back red. It needs a lot of candles for it to turn the color. So once it turns the color, there's no stopping. It's never going to go red, blue, red, blue. It's never gonna do that. It'll probably do especially on the downtrend. You'll probably get a little bit of blue, but overall, it's always gonna be more than the trend. But as you can see, by it's a lot of blues, there is a possibility that the trend might be changing. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that. The younger time frame, I call it the younger time frame. The younger time frames is telling you, hey, a trend change might be heading up, so be careful. Either way, we're catching it using the Willtrendcator. We're catching that. We're catching that. So the will alerts, if you see the will alerts gave you a sign that the market was going to go up. But if you closely look, that's not the setup. That's a warning for us to look out for one. But look, that's not when we get in the market. That's not when we get in the market. The will alert just alerted you. It told you, hey, be expecting a buy, right? So you just waiting till you see that. Once you see that, with your red touching, soon as your red touch that 15, you are in that trade. Look at your stochastics. It's telling you, hey, I'm ready to go. Under the 50. This right here, the mouth is about to open. You can take that every single time and ride it until the Willtrendcator turns back red. And right now, you'll be 50 pips up. It's literally that simple. Right here, watching this live, for you to get in this, you need the Willtrendcator to turn back red. Once that red go above the 20, with your green touching the 15, once you see that, your fast stochastic is already at the 80. So once you wait, you got to see, this is what is so important to know what you're looking for. I already know what I'm looking for. Once I see it, I'm in the market. That's when I take the trade. You see that when you know that, like, things can get so much better. And as you can see, it's forming an M, a double top. A double top is formed. So when you put 2 and 2 together and you see the double top is already formed on the 15-minute chart, and now you know only thing you're waiting for 2 more confirmations, how can trading not be easy for you? How can it not be easy for you when your eyes can spot it? And what makes it more crazy, you have two will alerts right there meeting right there. It's like, hey, I'm about to drop, Okay, so it's like it's telling you. You already know double top, double top. You already know, okay, on my ADX, my red line got to be above my 20. My green have to be dipping, touching my 15. And I need a Willtrendcator to be red. Boom. Once you get those two other confirmations, you hop in the market, you sell 30 pips stop loss, ride it. And once it goes back down, the move is always going to be bigger. It's always going to be stronger down. Always, because you're with the trend. So it's always going to be there's always going to be a bigger push. Plus, this is a double top. So it's definitely going to happen. You guys are going to see right here, 1 minute left down. We're going to see what the ADX does. We're going to watch this live just to see what the ADX does, okay? So it normally needs about 3 to 4 red candles for it to change red. I coded it nice and accurate for you guys so that you guys don't get any fake outs, so it actually goes in your way. Because one thing people are having problems with, they're having problems with fake outs, they're having problems with when to get out of a trade. I coded it all for y'all. So you can know when to get out of a trade once your Willtrendcator turns back red. On the uptrend, you get out that. Why are you holding when your Willtrendcator just turned red? It just told you, hey, I'm going back down. Why are you holding the trade? Why are you hoping it's going to continue up? It is not going to continue going back up. It's going to go down like I coded it to tell me. It's going to go back down. Okay, don't force the trade. Get out. Respect the rules. Respect the trend. Respect the rules. If you are not profitable using a Willtrendcator, then you did not properly follow the rules. And I think that's probably why a lot of people are not successful, because they try to rush a trade instead of letting it come to you. Let the trade come to you. Don't rush the trade. Just calm down. Let it come to you. Be patient. The trade will come to you. A lot of people have problems with trying to rush into a market. No, we're not rushing to a market. So as you can see, your ADX is making its way, right? You can see it's making its way and it's pushing to get past the 20. That is a good sign. That is a good sign that it could possibly be going in your favor. Now all you're doing is waiting. You're not hopping in the market now. You do not want to get in it now. This is not the setup. You see how both of these lines, this is not the setup. Next, ADX, the next 15 minutes, if this red pushes above the 20, your Willtrendcator still has to be red. It has to be red. You need the momentum behind you. Just because your ADX, that's one confirmation. Your ADX did it. Now you're waiting for your Willtrendcator to turn red. Once your Willtrendcator turns red, you get into on a sell, 30 pip stop loss, and it's that easy, literally. Wait for the setup. You're going to be profitable every single time. If you wait on a setup, it's going to go in your favor every single time. Okay, never trade when your ADX 20 line, right line is above the 20. There's a consolidation. And after every consolidation, there's a big move. As you can see, consolidate, big move down every time. So when you see consolidation, smile. Why are you going to smile? Because you know after this consolidation is over, the market must take you somewhere. It must go up and must go down. Your Willtrendcator is going to tell you that. Hey, I'm going up or I'm going down. That's dope about it. Because once you get in with the trend, it's going to be a long way down. You're going to get 30 pips or more every single time if you patiently wait. Focus on one pair. I trade GBP AUD and US 30. Okay, so you want to focus on one pair. The reason why I'm showing y'all on the GBP AUD, because a lot of people was worrying about the other pairs. US 30 is a more experienced, a more expert pairs. They was really more concerned about the normal pairs. So that's why I said, let me show them JBP AUD. This is something that I trade. And let me show y'all that pair, because y'all to be more comfortable. But it does work with US 30 as well. It works with any pair. As long as you know the rules and know what you're looking for, you're a dangerous trader. Like right now, I'm watching the chart. I know what I'm looking for. I see a double top. I see it. So I know my confirm, I need the ADX to pass the 20 with my green touching the 15. The green is already touching the 15. It's already touching it. So the next step, the red has to pass the 20. Once that's done, my Willtrendcator must be red and I'm in that trade. Point blank period. I already know what I'm looking for. Boom, let me get in the market. Boom. Understand, when you know, it's such a great feeling. I know it annoys people when they get into a market and they don't know. The Willtrendcator is going to put all that to a stop. It makes everything easy and simple for you. You don't have to worry about the extra stuff. It's simple trading. You see it. I don't see my setup. I don't want to do it. US 30 is a very, very good pair to use this strategy around 7 p.m. to 11, because a move always happens around that time. US 30 is golden. It's using this strategy. All right. So I hope that help you guys to purchase this. You gotta either send me 100 through PayPal, or you can Bitcoin me 100 through PayPal with your email, and you're gonna get the Willtrendcator within 24 hours. You will have it. Yeah, I mean, purchase it, man. I tell people, if you want to make money, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. I invested in myself. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars trying to get new material. Then I started learning how to code. Then I started building how to do this, how to do that. So understand, a lot of L's took me to be here today. But the great thing that you guys, I can stop and prevent your L's because I've already taken them for you. I already taken the L's for you. So now I put a stop to your L's so that you don't make the mistakes I did. I just helped you out. You don't got to make it. It's not going to take you a couple L's because I already coded it not to, if that makes sense. All right. So y'all have a good day, and let me know if you have any questions. I will be definitely glad to help you. And welcome to the Willtrendcator. And thank you guys for whoever's gonna buy it. And y'all have a great day or night whenever you see this video. And turn up and let's eat.